Hello witches, welcome back to the channel. This is Hekterios. This is going to be our weekly rune reading for November 13th through the 17th, 2017. So this is a very special week because on the 16th, on Thursday, we have Hecate night, which is the sacred night to goddess Hecate. Where she's traditionally appeased is the word I'm looking for, in her aspect as Queen of Storms. Now there's a lot of debate about the authenticity, historically speaking, as far as like Greek and Roman traditional aspect to this sacred night as being Hecate's night. There's debate among practitioners and scholars and such, because a lot of people say that there's no true historical evidence of it taking place, or there's no like solid origin story of how this came to be. But I invite you to do your own research on that, of course. But in my personal practice, I have worked with Goddess Hecate on this night, November 16th. From the beginning of my practice with Goddess Hecate, that was actually the first night that I ever evoked Goddess Hecate, when I was first beginning my path with her. And I have a complete separate video on that topic of my first experience with Goddess Hecate, and I tell the whole story in that video. But I did that on November 16th, and in my personal tradition, every year on November 16th, I do an evocation to Goddess Hecate. I don't evoke Goddess Hecate a lot in my personal practice. I'm the type of witch that practices more so invocation magic. Evocation, I don't practice it as much, but I do every so often. But, especially when it comes to gods, as opposed to like demons and lesser spirits. But when it comes to like deities, I tend to not evoke them. And if you watch my video on my first experience evoking Goddess Hecate, you might get an inkling of why I don't think it's a good idea to evoke deities. But, on Hecate's night, November 16th, it is a tradition for me to evoke her. And it's something that I use sparingly. I don't do it often, usually it's like once a year that I'll actually evoke her, as opposed to, just giving her offerings and all the other meticulousness of my relationship with her. When it comes to evocation in particular, I rarely do it. But I do practice it on Hecate night every year, and I have had some good experiences doing it that way. So I'm kind of going off topic in this video. This is supposed to be just the rune reading, but I feel like this is very relevant to what's going to come up in this rune reading for this week. Hecate's night is contained within this week as well. The dark moon is Friday through Saturday in that time period. So, the dark moon is traditionally the Daipnon, or the holy ritual to Hecate as well, once a month on the dark moon, where you give offerings to her to appease her and to cleanse out your home and your life of any negative miasma and dark spirits that may have come around you in the month, in that lunar cycle. And so we do this every dark moon to cleanse. So, her sacred night this year is quite close to the same time as the dark moon. So I feel like that is very relevant to this reading going forward when I cast the runes. And I feel like that might show up here, a strong cleansing energy. And what I forgot to mention, why I even brought up the aspect. Goddess Hecate as Queen of Storms. Hecate night is about appeasing her in the aspect. It's like an energy of really just trying to appease her and win her favor, so that she does not allow anything harmful to hinder you in your good fortune throughout the winter months. So that's how I view it. Like I said, I invite you all to do your own research. And you should, regardless if you do believe what I'm saying or not, you should still do your own research and delve further into it, because I am summarizing here. But yes, in my personal practice, I evoke her on this night, Hecate night, and I do give her a copious, generous amounts of offerings. Food, drink, incense, candles, different crystals and stones, and sometimes some of my own blood, depending if I feel like it in that particular instance when I'm doing the ritual. And, you do very much feel her presence very strongly that night if you do evoke her. But okay, I think I've gone on long enough on that sort of a tangent. But like I said, I feel like that will be very relevant here. And I feel like it will show up in the reading. So, without further talking, let's just get into the reading now. And now I align myself to the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these runes, so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this week, so that we can use these energies for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Okay. Thank you, and so mote it be. Okay. So the 3 runes that are face up are these. And all the ones that are face down are not considered relevant to the reading. I think this is interesting, you guys, because, the rune readings are new to my channel. I've been practicing for like a year. personally, in my practice, I'm used to doing tarot readings, but the rune readings I've been doing for like a year, practicing and learning and studying before I brought them to the channel. And what I found very interesting is that whenever I cast the runes, it usually doesn't matter how many I grab in my hand and draw from the bag. Once I cast them, it typically ends up being 3 face up. So I just thought that was kind of interesting, how it does that. But okay, I don't know why I mentioned that in this video, but I think that's interesting. So, let me zoom in a little bit. I don't think this camera focuses as well as my other one did. But oh well. So let's just get right into this. The first rune that we have is Nothiz. Okay? This is the first rune going into this week. The energy that it embodies is need or necessity. It represents discontentment, obstacles, poverty, hardship, responsibility, impasse, and frustration. So this is an energy of need. You're in a position of, you're not fulfilled. You don't have what you need. You are not secure. This is the starting position. Okay? Now the next rune that we have is Gibo. Now once again, y'all, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the names of these runes properly. I'm trying the best that I can when it comes to pronunciation. But what's most important is the meaning and the message. So this rune embodies the energy of a gift. It represents generosity, unexpected good fortune, relationships, partnership, companionship, and love. So that's a beautiful energy to have following the first rune. This area of a lack. And then we have the energy of unexpected good fortune coming in that offers, love, companionship, blessings, basically. That's very beautiful. And the third rune that we have is Fehu. And this rune represents cattle. And it symbolizes concerning physical and financial needs, prosperity and money, promotion, self-esteem, and the rewards that come from past efforts and hard work. So, when I see all these runes together, I pretty much see there's this underlying energy which I feel does synchronize with Hekterios and the dark moon. as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we have an energy of need and lack, you know, which is pretty much the starting position of all things in life and all new projects and all new endeavors. And then we have this energy of unexpected good fortune coming in, and which leads to, greater success, greater abundance, greater prosperity. And this rune also represents the results of hard work, the rewards that come into us for the actions and the things that we do. So we have a clear starting point and a clear positive result. And in between, we have this energy of, the unexpected, but also of social connections, relationships, companionship, and love, generosity and giving and sharing. So this is your bridge between these two places, point A and point B. This is pretty much the key to the whole reading going forward in this week. You really want to, connect with other people. I feel like there is a level of this that is under our control because we can make sure that we are more open to others. We can make sure that we are more giving, that we make efforts to spread love and joy, generosity, happiness, and just that heartfelt connection to other people. That does start from within, that does start from you. But I also feel like there is an energy of, the unexpected coming into us with this. So, pay attention to that this week. Pay attention to the new people entering your life. Pay attention to new opportunities that will pop up for you. If and when they do, you want to take advantage of them. And I feel like if you don't, then there is, a less chance of success. Because you want to get from this energy to this energy, okay? You don't want to stay here. You need to get over here. So if you don't, use this energy, this connectivity to other people for the highest good and the best way that you can, if you don't utilize that when these opportunities come in, it may have something to do with timing. You may get new opportunities, but you have to accept it and embrace it within a certain time limit, or the opportunity will be no more. The person will move on. Okay, so make sure that you are taking advantage of things. You don't want to be frivolous or reckless, but make sure that you're not procrastinating. Receive and accept what comes into your life and embrace it. Okay? And this will be your doorway to beautiful, spectacular, amazing results. So take advantage of that this week and make sure that on Hecate night and on the dark moon that you give, that you're generous and that you give offerings and give thanks um, for the success and prosperity and good fortune that's already in your life. Take stock of that and be thankful for it. And, give thanks and give offerings back to whatever it is that you view as the divine. I assume that many people watching this channel, knowing who I am as a high priest, oracle, and devotee to Goddess Hecate, I assume that most of you all also work with Goddess Hecate. So make sure that you give back to her on this sacred night coming up on Thursday. And that could be part of this connection, energy, gift giving energy that will open the door for you to this success, to get you out of this situation and into this one. Okay. So I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for Hecate night and the dark moon this weekend. And just knowing that this energy is a way to show appreciation to Goddess Hecate and just let her know how much that you do have gratitude and you are thankful and you're willing to give back, when it is due time. I feel like that really does strengthen the connection, and it allows her to trust us more and be more giving and more, reciprocate things in that regard. So, yes, have a great week. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, like and subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And if you enjoyed this reading, if you found it helpful, then yes, please do subscribe. And thank you to everyone who watches and everyone who does rate and comment and all the subscribers. It means a lot to me. And I am very thankful to you all for, being here and being part of this community and, giving me an outlet for all of this beautiful readings and information that I share. Thank you all for participating in that. So with that said, hail to the witches, hail Hecate, and blessed be. I'll see y'all in the next videos.